many times have you heard a field supervisor say, what were they thinking about? Why can't we just build it this way? It'd be so much simpler. They might even have used different vocabulary to do so. Now this is a sign of a misalignment between your engineering and the construction, a lack of constructibility. Now, constructibility takes many different forms. Ultimately, it is strategies to influence design by using practical construction experience. It's also strategies to forecast how the construction could be performed as optimally as possible and draw conclusions early that you will use to guide your development process. It's also tools and mitigation strategies for your budget, schedule, and particularly health and safety. It is bridging the gap between construction and engineering to align their values. Here's what we want to build, and here's the most efficient way of doing so. Speaking of efficiency, you know that roughly 50% of the investment of a typical project is spent in the field. Now, constructibility costs a few tenths of a single percent of that budget. So the potential return on investment is great, and the risk of not performing any constructibility is even greater. Of course, the earlier you introduce these values to the project, the simpler it is and the less expensive it is to do so. But to do it, you will require teamwork. You have to leverage every discipline on your project. This wisdom of the process lies in compromise. You have to find a happy medium where construction is optimized, yet engineering isn't impeded too severely, either as procurement or operations, etc. Now, to help this teamwork go along, we perform what we call constructibility reviews. These are guided workshops where we discuss the opportunities, the challenges, and the mitigation measures that are desirable to apply to your project going forward. Among other noteworthy tools, there's the visual construction sequence. That is to take a construction execution schedule and graphically lay it out on a site layout of your project. Doing so week by week and month by month will draw out conclusions and clearly show the interactions between the work zones. For instance, a typical construction schedule will not tell you that a crane needs to be positioned in a very particular spot at a given time, and in doing so will impede the work on adjacent sectors for health and safety reasons. Ultimately, it is a tool to simplify and explain the schedule to the entire project team. You seek this beacon that will rally the entire team towards one common vision. Now imagine the efficiency gain when your entire project team understands how and why construction is to be performed in a certain order. Does constructibility speak to you? At BBA, we have the people, the tools, and the conviction needed to ensure that your projects are designed to be carried out in a safe, efficient manner. Call us.